Hey everyone, Luke here, back again. Thanks for joining me today. Welcome to Hagen Surface Protection YouTube channel. Today I am shooting an update video of my how to wax a boat hole by hand video I made like 3 years ago. If you watched it, you might see that I'm actually on the exact same boat, same dock, so that inspired me to make this update video because the product I was using in that video is discontinued, so you can't get it anymore. It was really good, but they just don't make it. But I do have a really good new product that I've been using, and it works great by hand or machine. That product is Smoove. This is a polymer sealant wax, so synthetic wax, and it has really good abrasive in it. It works really fast and it's super easy to work with. It comes off easy. You can put it on by hand or by machine. I have this in a few other videos, but I just wanted to do an update of how to do it by hand. It seems like a popular video on my channel. It gets a lot of views, so I just want to make sure that all the information in the video is up to date. It's October of 2020 right now, almost Halloween. So process is pretty much the same. The big change is just the product. So this is fantastic stuff. I'll leave links to this. You can get a 32 ouncer, I believe, on Amazon, and if you want to buy it by the gallon, you have to go to his website, which is right here, smoovewax.com. Like I said, I'll leave links to all this. This is like basically, if you're familiar with a cleaner wax, like you might buy at West Marine or something, this is basically the same thing, but synthetic wax, which is going to give you more like 6 months of protection, better chemical resistance, better UV protection, better oxidation resistance compared to a carnauba wax, which at best is going to get you like 6 to 8 weeks. You know, carnauba wax is a natural product, and it just does not have the durability, which is why I don't use any wax at all in my business. It's all polymer sealants or ceramic coatings. So I've been using this for a long time now. It's really great, easy to use, and it works really quick, and it cuts through some pretty decent oxidation, especially if you put it on with like a rotary polisher. But you can get some really good shine just by using it by hand, and this stuff is shiny and super slick. So 2 thumbs up for me. So to start with, you're gonna get you some of this. If you have cleaner wax, I suggest you just get rid of that stuff and just get this, because this is just gonna give you way longer protection. So I buy it by the gallon and I put it in my own bottle, but you just do it however you want. Then to apply, I always use a foam pad. My preference is this is actually an orange foam, so like all the different foam pads are color coded by like density. So this is why I like orange, because it's kind of dense. And if I don't use an orange pad, this is like a Lake Country, so I'll leave a link to the pad. So I like orange. So this is a 6-inch pad, and then you want this like hand thing. It's Velcro. You stick your hand in here, and then this goes on the pad. So if you're doing it by hand, this is the way you want to do it. And then you got this, and you don't have to like hold on to stuff. And this is applies it better than like a towel, like a microfiber towel. Like this will last you forever. You only need to buy one, and then when you're done with it, just clean it. Like if you're just doing this occasionally, you can just clean it in your kitchen sink with some dish soap, and then I'll get like all the crud out of here, because it'll get kind of gooey by the time you're finished with the whole boat. So I use this on the big areas, because I'm always doing this on the dock. You can do this on the dock, or if your boat's on a trailer, either way, same process. And then for the smaller stuff, I use these. This is also Lake Country orange. This is their 3.5-inch pad, and I like it because it's big enough and thick enough where I can get it in my hand, and this is what I'm gonna use on the smaller edges, like small areas, and then in the corners, like up here, all the little small areas get with this, and that's why the density is good, because you can kind of stick your finger in the crack, and that's what you want to do. And then while you're in the middle of doing it, you're gonna get extra wax and stuff on your pad, and then so I brush it off with dollar store brush. Like you see a little bit of the dust coming off. I'll show you in a minute. And then towels, like Costco microfiber towels. Use microfiber, or there's other ones. Just use microfiber. I'll leave links again to all this good stuff. And then after I show you how to do this, I also had a few people ask me how I maneuver the boat around in the slip. So after I show you how to do the waxing, I'm going to show you how, like, I tie the boat up. So if you don't want to learn how to do that, then you can just stop watching the video after we put the wax on. And I say wax because that's just a term that everybody knows. It's actually a sealant. There is no carnauba wax in this product. Always shake. You should know that already. Okay, so this has been washed, dried. I do this same process to this boat every 6 months. This owner insists on hand wax, so that's why we're doing it on this one again. Okay, about that much. I don't know. Some gel coat is more porous. If it's older and it hasn't been done for a while, sometimes you'll need more. So mileage may vary on whatever you're working on. So I'll work 2 by 3 section. So I do 3 swipes and then start making hand circles. You kind of want to just get it spread out. You want to as thin as you can get it, coat everywhere. And you can get your fingers in with this, like you can work this corner too. So you can do a lot with just this one pad. And then start making, I just do circles. And I don't know, I'm using a couple pounds of pressure, you know, I'm kind of pushing a little bit. You'll feel it. We're gonna have enough to where it's covering everything, but then not too much, because then it'll get kind of caked up, and then it's just harder to take off. And then I usually go like down, up, and that's usually enough. Technically an all-in-one. Like if your boat has some pretty heavy oxidation, I mean, you can still use it, it'll still work, but you might have some like blotchy spots. So if this is all you want to use, then sometimes 2 coats will get the job done for you. But light to medium oxidation, this stuff cuts through it pretty good and makes it really nice and shiny. Okay. Okay, I can see it's already hazing up, because as I'm moving I can see some powder coming off. And you can also check it. Go like that. You should have some white on your finger, and then make a clean line. We'll give it like a minute. So I'll move on to I'll do like 2 sections and then come back and take it off with a towel. So you don't have to clean your pad every time. I'll clean it after 2 times, so I'll show you that in just a second. 3 lines again. Get it spread out with circles. Doing this line right here, getting under this lip. can see why you want this hand pad, because I don't have to like grip, so it's a lot easier on my body. And then if you have a polisher, this pad will just go on a polisher with a 6-inch backing plate. Okay, that's good. I can see it cut through all the oxidation because I can see it shiny in some of the spots. So we'll do the little edge. This is where I use the small pad. So this boat, I need to be careful of this blue line. It's like getting kind of thin, so I'm just going to kind of go lightly over it. This is a 30-foot Catalina. I don't remember which year. It's got like a tan gel coat, which is kind of weird. Most of them are white. So that would be good there. I'm going to do this top toe rail. You can even put this on there. Stanchions. It's good for that too. These pads, these foam pads make really good applicators. Let me put it on real thin. It's a lot easier to use than a towel or like a little, those little microfiber applicator circles. So just gotta work it in until you like the pink goes away. Then you know you got it nice and thin. It'll come off easier. Yeah. I'll show you how to clean the pad. So you can see there's some extra on here. So then you just brush it off in the water. And that's good to go. That's clean. This will be dry enough for what we're doing. Clean the side of your towel. Yep, it's good, it's ready. So the hazing will be like, just depends on your area. It's probably like almost 70 degrees here. I'm in Santa Cruz, California. So like central California, kind of close to San Francisco. So you can work like a big section and then put it all on and then give it a few minutes to dry up enough to take off. And that'll be that. Take it off up here. Boom. It's quick, it's easy. Well, it's not that easy, but in the bigger picture, that's easy to use. So that's good, nice and slick, clean. super shiny. Got rid of a little bit of light oxidation. Bring in for a close up here. You can see like water spotties and oxidation over here. Hopefully you can see that. Anyway, trust me, this is awesome. It's nice and clean. Yeah, you can see that. I can see the viewfinder. You can see kind of a line there, there. Yeah, okay, it's good. So that's that. So, hand wax, Smoove. It's good. Get this one. This is what you want. By hand, by polisher, however you want to put it on. If you insist on putting it on with a towel, it's your boat. Do it how you want. Okay. Once you've done the hull, or while the hull is drying, then just jump onto the top side. So sailboats typically have this smooth band here that goes around these windows. So I always do all this small areas like this where that big pad won't really fit. So this is where my 3.5 inch pad comes into play. You can see these last forever. This thing is years old, still works, although the Velcro doesn't work anymore. Irrelevant. Okay, so same process. I'll just show you how I get in around here, which is another reason why you want these awesome pads. So just get your product on, spread it out, and then you can get your finger along this edge, because there's this non-skid right here. So in this boat you can see it'll change the color, so I have to be real careful and just to make it look clean and professional. So I cut that edge slowly, and then there's a body line here. Stick your finger in that sucker. And you're going to kind of need to work this, because you do need to work the abrasive some in order to remove that little bit of the surface. Try and get it all even, and then I'll put my other fingers down here and we'll get this body line. And if you got to put more on your pad, just put more. It's a lot easier to put more than to get too much. So you can see I kind of pinch it with my thumb. That's how I hold it. You can get a little hand pad like that 6-inch one, but I don't use it. So you can see, like, I guess I pinch it with my pinky too. So 3 fingers on the pad, pinch with my thumb and my pinky. That's how I hold the pad. Circles. You can do straight lines. However you want to do it, up to you. No right or wrong way. It's just, we're just detailing a boat. This is just how I do it. So, you can see it started to dry and it was like creating a bunch of drag. That means the product was hazing up. So you'll have to like pinch the pad, just whatever you need to do. Okay, put some more on. And just get in between the, so spread some here, get it around there. You don't want a bunch on your pad when you're gonna pinch the pad, squeeze it, and you're gonna get it down in here. It's a backwards taco of the pad. Get your fingers, just use your fingers. Great pressure, that's why these foam pads are good, because then you won't get like like it spreads out the pressure of your fingers and you won't have finger lines. like you would if you're using a towel. You'd have like finger lines. You don't want to try to avoid that. And you just manipulate the pad to whatever shape you need. Slow along this edge. You want to go fast on your boat, that's up to you. Sorry, habit wearing this mask. You see it get shiny? Like I can see it starting to shine up there. So you want to keep it away from wood and like white caulking. This stuff will, because it's pink. I don't like that it's pink, but I have no choice. It's a good product. It'll turn, if you get it in like white caulking, it'll stain the white caulking pink. You always want to keep it away from like black rubber. That's true with pretty much anything that has abrasive in it, because the abrasive will stain that white. And then you'll know you got it in the cracks because you can see it. It's freaking pink. But it's so good of a product that I just deal with the color, and it's supposed to smell like bubblegum. It smells kind of like cherry cough syrup, but I'm used to it now. And you should be having your mask on anyway. It'll help mask will keep dust out and protect other people from potential contamination. Okay. All right. There you go. Get your towel. It's ready enough. Doesn't need to be all the way dry, in my opinion, because when you take your towel, you're also rubbing it into the pores. So you're just kind of like leveling the coating. You're just removing any excess from the surface, and you're just pushing it into the pores of the gel coat, because gel coat is porous. And that looks amazing already. And then when you get it in these cracks, like you can get in there with your fingernail or an old toothbrush. I'll usually have an old toothbrush like close by or in my pocket for getting out screws and stuff if you happen to get it in there. Okay. Boom. Here, let's see if I can get you a better shot than the hole. Should be able to see it now. See the line? See the shine on there now? See, no shine. Shine. That's right. All that right there. So you can see there's my line. So that's it. That's how you do the top side. Fishing boat, sailboat, doesn't matter. Okay. There you go. Have fun. Okay. So that's the hand waxing portion of the video. So if that's all you want, thank you for watching. If you want to see kind of how I maneuver the boat around, let's do that now. Okay. I'll run you through what we got going on here. Okay. So this dock is a 2-finger dock. 1 finger, 2 fingers. So you can do this if you have a double slip, kind of like these over here. See those over there? They fit 2 in 1. So anytime I'm in a 2 in 1 like this, we'll show you the difference. Okay. So you can see over here, there's the pylon, but then there's only a dock on one side of the boat. So anytime I'm in that situation, I work at half side of the boat, and I would tie it up maneuver it with the lines just like how I'm going to show you I'm going to do, but then I have the boat owner come and turn the boat around for me. So that's just the way I do it. Okay. So normally the boat would be, you know, tied up kind of like this in the middle. You can see how I bring my own. I just have weird little lines. I get on like Amazon. It's just enough. They're long. They're like 50 footers. So I take, sometimes I can use the stock lines on the boat. And then you got it. I'm going to work this whole side of the boat. If the boat's real long, I'll do like the bow. I'll get the boat angled. I'll do the bow, and then I'll come over here and I'll do the stern area. But this is a 30-foot boat and the slip's just kind of too big, so I already did this whole side this morning. It took me, I don't know, I washed the boat. It took me like an hour and 15 minutes to wash the boat. And then I waxed this entire side and this whole, all this smooth rail and everything around these windows by 11:45. So, but, you know, I have some experience with this. I can do it pretty quick. You can see how you just leave a long line over there, and you can use the fenders to like as a pivot point if you want. You want to make sure you keep a spring line on because you can see the boat moving around, so you want to secure the boat kind of as much as possible, because when you're leaning on it, it gets annoying if the boat's moving all around, especially if there's like swell. Today there's not, and there's just a little bit of wind. So you can see how all the lines are kind of taut. Don't need this one, but then I always like to work right to left so I can put my hand not where it's been cleaned, you know. It's just my preference. So I'll do like this whole, I'll go to the bow, and then I'll loosen the lines a little bit so I can get my hand in this crack without getting crushed, and then I'll be able to work it like all the way to here. See, when I push on the boat, that's just enough room so I can get my hand in there safely, and then I can reach this by leaning out over. And then once I do this whole thing, and I'll also, when the boat's like this, I'll just poke my head through here and I'll wax all that with the 3.5 inch pad. Boom. So while the hull is drying, I'm working on up here. And then while this is drying, I'm taking off the wax on the hull. And then by the time I'm done that, this is ready to be taken off. And then I touch the stanchions. I'll put it on just kind of real quick. It cuts through the water spots and stuff, and it leaves this sealant behind, so there's protection on the metal. And then, so that whole area will be done. And then I'll loosen the bow line and kind of stick the bow in the middle of the dog, and then I'll loosen this port side stern line, and then bring the whole boat, and I'll just kind of turn the boat the other way, and then I'll work this whole back. So you don't want to, it takes time, because you have to kind of walk to all four corners, and so it eats up time. So you want to try and get it to where you can work as big a section as you can. Okay, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, like, let me know, and maybe I can shoot like a better video. It'll be boring watching me just move the boat around. So if you guys really want to see it, let me know. I'll do it for you. And anything else you have questions about, if I know how to do it, I'll shoot a video, or maybe we can figure it out together. So I'm just out here doing this by myself and making it happen. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching. This is gonna be longer than I wanted to. All right, so that's it. stay tuned for more. Got a ski boat, lake boat coming up at the end of the week. We'll see if we got something cool we can do on that one. All right, see ya.